appreciate everybody being here today. Been obviously excited. We got a win. I thought this football team has worked hard. You know, this season has not obviously been what we want at all. But I tell you what, there's been some positives in it, and I'm excited about where we are right now as a football team. To be honest with you, I mean, I know that sounds crazy because we're up here, we're 1-7, and we're definitely not used to that. But man, we've learned so much this year, and we've been put through so many struggles, and playing the toughest schedule in Division II, not winning games that we felt like we should have won. I've grown as a coach. This coaching staff has grown. This program has grown, and there's bright things ahead of this program. We've got a great opportunity this week. Going to be an unbelievable challenge. Number 3 ranked team in the country, deservedly so. Number 1 team in the region, deservedly so. Very good football team. West Georgia plays well in all 3 phases. But I felt like we had a really good practice last night. Our young men were bouncing around, got a little rest over the weekend with the early game on Thursday, coming off a bye week the week before. We're still banged up, and I'm sure West Georgia is too. But I like where we are right now. I really do. I hope we can go down there and play hard and keep it as close as we can, and hopefully get a chance to win this football game. That's our goal, is to go win this football game. But man, the last couple of weeks there's just been a lot of peace around me and where this program's headed. Basically, I think sometimes as a coach, you spend 90% of your time trying to get 10% of your team ready. You got 90% of your team doing everything right, and you spend all your time as a head coach with 10% of your team with discipline issues, attitude problems, the whole nine. And a couple weeks ago, I said, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm going to enjoy the guys that are doing the 90% that are doing everything right. I've got some seniors that have given everything they can to this program, and they're still showing up every day, and that's where I'm at. I'm fighting for those guys like I continue to, and this coaching staff's fighting for those guys. I'm not going to worry about the rest of them. I'll deal with those guys later, and that's where we are. And that's helped me get through some struggles here lately, and I think everybody will tell you that I've been a lot better attitude. I know winning helps, but can't say enough about the maturation of Patrick Shegog. It's going to be a tough challenge in front of him on Saturday, facing a really good defense. But I'll tell you, there's when you sit down and look at it, there's been a lot of positives come out of this season. Even though we got 1 win on so far, we still got 2 football games left, and they're 2 big games because you're going to go play the number 3 ranked team in the country on the road on Saturday, and then you're going to play your in-state rival the next week, who's playing really good football as well. So still got a lot to play for here in November. Got a chance to still go out and salvage something out of this season. But, man, I've really enjoyed the last couple of weeks of practice and really enjoyed being around these guys again. And I feel good about it, and I know that brighter days are ahead of this program. So I'm excited about this opportunity on Saturday, and I'm excited that we're still doing things the right way. We're still graduating our kids. We're still holding them accountable. But I'm just not spending as much time worrying about guys that quite frankly just might not make it, might not be here. It is what it is. Guys that want to play at Delta State are going to be at Delta State. Guys that want to do right are going to be at Delta State. That's how we've always had this program going. That's the way we're going to continue to go. And the ones that don't just simply won't be around. And that's the way we're going to coach here, and that's just life. That's the way it is. And I don't know why I got on that today, but it was just on my heart to share that. So I'm really excited about this challenge. I got a lot of respect for that program over there. Coach David Dean is a class act. He's always won a lot of football games wherever he's been. I think they're doing a great job again, and you just get up for this challenge and excited about the opportunity to go play. It's a great venue. We've never won over there since I've been there. It'd be awesome if we could pull it off this Saturday and pull off the upset, which no, not anybody's giving us a chance, and that's okay with us too. But we're excited. We're excited about this opportunity.
Of course, even though y'all's record on isn't the best,
it's terrible. It's not the best. It's terrible.
To say y'all been battle tested
we've been battle tested.
Is an understatement. Just talk about the way the wars in the past this year have really kind of prepared y'all for this game coming up Saturday.
Well, we've gone in there and fought, and played at times with everybody that's pretty good in this. I mean, I think we figured up the other day we've played 4 teams. This will be our 4th team that's either been in the top 10 when we played them or has been in the top 10 this year. And so we are what they say battle tested, but we haven't won any of those battles, those major ones yet. And that's what we're still waiting to do is to break through. Bunch of young kids are getting experience. That's a positive. It'll be a lot of our guys' first trip to Carrollton. But I do think that you can draw on some of those experiences because we had success. We have had success. We haven't been able to maintain it, but we've had some success, and we are playing better. We are executing better offensively. We played pretty well in special teams the other night, which, that was a positive. We just got to continue to do that. Didn't really kick the ball the way that we'd like to kick it, but felt like we still did a good job winning the special teams battle the other night. But I'm proud of this group, man. They haven't dropped. They haven't let go of the rope. They keep fighting. They keep playing hard. Even when we're getting beat, keep playing hard. Keep playing hard. And I just think there's good things ahead of us, and I'm at peace with what's happening right now, and because I see it every night. I see practice every day. I see us getting better, and that's really all you can ask for right now. And I know what we got coming back next year. I know moving forward. These games are important not only for these senior class, and that's what's the most important, but it's also building for next year and the years to come at Delta State, and that's what we're trying to get done in these next 2 weeks.
All right, so since this was an early game, you had a lot of time to think about this win. So basically, tell me, what have you learned the most after this win about this team?
That they won't quit. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I've learned. They continue to play hard. I was anxious to see, since we experienced a little success when we come out, after a weekend off, which they deserved, come out last night, how we would be. Would we have a little bounce in our step, or would we have attention to detail? And early, we were a tad rusty, a little early, but, man, we got into practice and we got going, and the competition was there. And I think that's the biggest thing is there's been more competition in practice. One-on-ones has been very competitive the last few weeks. 7-on-7 has been competitive. Team situations have been very competitive, which is what we want. You got guys wanting to outdo their teammates and win the drill. And that's something that I don't think we had early in the season. And it's like you would think a team's 1-7, they're just ready to get the season over with, and I think our guys are not. They're enjoying this right now, and so I guess that's something I learned. I hope I answered your question correctly, but it's what I think we learned there.
Have you seen a player improve as much over maybe a 2 or 3 week span as Patrick has over this last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I've seen it. Maybe not at that position, but I've seen it at other spots. You see it, guys start improving. But basically, he's gotten so many reps this year. A lot of times a freshman quarterback like that who, well, let's just be honest. I mean, he was our backup quarterback coming into the season, and we all figured he would be the backup this year once he came out of camp, because I felt like he, kind of won that job as the backup quarterback. But you would feel like if your season's going better and your starter's playing the way he's want to, he gets a little bit of reps here and there, and then the game starts to slow down in spring ball, right? Well, he's kind of been thrown into the fire, but I think what you can see is the game's starting to slow down. You know what I mean? Now, another great test this week, because we're going to be facing a really good defense. They're long, they're fast, they're good tacklers. They do a great job. Number one defense in the conference. So this will be a great test. But he has gone on the road. He's competed against, at Valdosta State. He's competed against Grand Valley, competed well. He played well against West Florida. Thought he played pretty good against West Alabama, on the road. So he's played the quote-unquote, he played hard against Florida Tech. We didn't do much that night, but I thought he played hard, played well. So talking about guys that are in playoffs and regional rankings and all that, he's played against most of them. He just hadn't played against the number one team, which is what we're doing this weekend. So we'll see how he fares. But he's grown a lot. The game is starting to slow down for him. You can see that in practice with his reads and the things that he's doing. He's starting to see more things. And He processes really quickly, and so he's made some good leaps. We just hope we continue. And he's going to be humble. You know, he's Gulf South Player of the Week last week, and that's a great honor to get as a true freshman. But you know, he's still a humble guy, and that's what I love about him. He just competes and doesn't say a whole lot, but when he speaks, people listen, and so that's been a true good point, a blessing, so to speak. Silver lining in this season is how far he's come.
Devontae Jackson, the running back for West Georgia, maybe one of the top backs.
He's a great player, man.
In the conference, what's it going to take to kind of slow him down?
We'll probably slow him down next year when he graduates, because it feels like he's been playing for like 8 years. He's good, man. He's a good player. They know what they're doing with it. He can catch it. He can run it. You just gotta, you gotta try to keep him bottled up. Last year we did a good job against him. Hopefully we can continue to do the same thing this year. But good player. Played a lot of football. Quarterbacks playing extremely. I don't get where people don't have that guy as one of the top. He's 18 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, goodness gracious. Who wouldn't want to have that? 9-0 as a starter this year. Went to the playoffs last year as a starter. He's thrown 18 touchdowns, 2 picks. What else you want that guy to do? You know what I'm saying? We talk about all these other quarterbacks in this league, and it's like Willie Candler never comes up. You got to be kidding me. The guy's a really good football player. And I like good players in this league. There's a bunch of them, and those are 2 right there that are really good players. And they got a ton of them on defense as well. Always good up front. Got great receivers, great tight end play. They got a true freshman running back that can tote it too. So just a lot of weapons over there. They do a great job in the kicking game. Coach Dean teams have always done that. So there's really not a lot of holes in them, So it's going to be a tough challenge. We know that.
How good was it to sing that fight song?
Oh man, and that's so bad. Is our kids? We got so many young ones out there. They didn't know what to do. They were just going right past the band. I said, whoa. We get to sing the fight song. We earned the right to sing the fight song. So it was great. And I tell you right now, I cannot thank our fans enough. To sit out there, the ones that came, and we didn't have a great crowd, but you had a lot of stuff going on. Weather's bad. We're 0-7. I get it. But the diehards that were there, the people that came to West Alabama, the people that have just been there texting me, and it gets me emotional to know how much people are bought into this football program and into this university. And it was great to sing that thing, rain or shine. It's always fun to sing the fight song. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.